Once upon a time, in a small village nestled among the rolling hills, there lived a young girl named Lily. Lily had a heart as bright as the sun, and her optimism shone like a beacon for all who knew her. She always had a smile on her face and a kind word for everyone she met. Despite the challenges life threw her way, Lily remained steadfast in her belief that things would always work out for the best. Part 1. One day, a terrible storm swept through the village, leaving destruction in its wake. Houses were damaged, crops destroyed, and the villagers were left in despair. But amidst the chaos, Lily was a ray of hope. She went from door to door, offering her help and a shoulder to lean on. Her optimism was like a balm to the wounded hearts of her neighbors, and slowly but surely, the village began to rebuild, stronger than before. And Part 2. As the years went by, Lily's optimism was put to the test in ways she never could have imagined. She faced personal hardships and heartaches that would have broken a lesser spirit. But Lily refused to give in to despair. She clung to her belief that every dark cloud had a silver lining, and that even the toughest storms would eventually pass. Part 3. One day, a mysterious stranger came to the village, spreading rumors of an impending disaster that would destroy everything in its path. The villagers were gripped with fear, unsure of what to do. But Lily remained unfazed. She gathered the villagers together and spoke with unwavering confidence. She reminded them of all the challenges they had overcome in the past and how their optimism had always seen them through. Part 4. Together, the villagers worked tirelessly to prepare for the disaster that loomed on the horizon. They fortified their homes, stocked up on supplies, and stood united in the face of uncertainty. And when the storm finally hit, it was fierce and relentless. But the villagers, led by Lily's unwavering optimism, stood strong. Part 5. When the storm finally passed, the village lay in ruins. But amidst the devastation, there was a glimmer of hope. The villagers had survived, their spirits unbroken. And as they began the arduous task of rebuilding once again, they did so with a newfound sense of resilience and unity. Part 6. In the aftermath of the storm, the villagers gathered around Lily, their faces weary but hopeful. They thanked her for her unwavering optimism, for being the guiding light that had led them through the darkest of times. And Lily, with tears in her eyes and a smile on her face, reminded them that no matter how dark the night may seem, the dawn would always break. Part 7. And so the village of Lily became a beacon of hope for all who passed through its gates. The story of Lily and her unwavering optimism spread far and wide, inspiring others to never lose faith in the face of adversity. And as the years went by, the village prospered, not because it was free of challenges, but because its people had learned to face them with courage and optimism. In conclusion, Lily's story teaches us that optimism is not just a trait, but a way of life. It is the belief that no matter how tough the road may be, there is always a light at the end of the tunnel. It is the unwavering faith that even in the darkest of times, hope will always prevail. And most importantly, it is the understanding that with optimism as our compass, we can weather any storm that life throws our way.